India, good evening. My name is Pranesh Kumar Roy. Thanks for joining us on Times Now. The stalemate between private transport associations and the Siddaramaiah government has ended for now. But the controversy remains. The Bengaluru Band called by the Federation of Karnataka State Private Transport Association has been called off. This after the Transport Minister met the striking private transport vehicle drivers and assured them that the government will fulfill their demands in the next 2 months. Remember, the day-long Band was called by private transporters against the state government's Shakti Scheme, which they claim was causing them huge losses. Owing to Band, lakhs of private vehicles including autos, taxi, maxi cabs, goods vehicles and corporate buses stayed off the roads, causing inconvenience to the public. The state leadership, however, remains unfazed on this. The Chief Minister termed the demands impossible to fulfill, where the Transport Minister, on the other hand, has said that the scheme will not be revoked. Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shiv Kumar also condemned the protest and said it was mostly political.
ಅವ್ರ ಅಹವಾಲು ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ರಾಮಲಿಂಗ ರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅವರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅವರು ಈಗ ಇಂಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಗಳು ಇಟ್ಟರೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ಫ್ರೀ. ನಮಗೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು ಯಾರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ನಾವು. ಇದು ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಖಾಸಗಿ ಬಸ್ನವ್ರಿಗೆ ಜನ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಂತೆ, ನಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಮಗೆ ಆ ನಷ್ಟ ತುಂಬಿಸ್ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ನಾವು ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಖಾಸಗಿ ಬಸ್ನವ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಗೂ ತುಂಬಿಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಷ್ಟ ತುಂಬಿಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ. ಖಾಸಗಿ ವಾಹನದವರು ಇವತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಬಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಖಾಸಗಿ ಬಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವಂಥ ವಿಚಾರ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಪ್ರಯಾಣಿಕರನ್ನ ನಾವು ಶಕ್ತಿ ಯೋಜನೆ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಹಿಳಾ ಪ್ರಯಾಣಿಕರಿಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಊಬರು, ಆಟೋರವ್ರಿಗೂ ಬಹುಶಃ ಪಾಪ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಪ್ರೇರಣೆ ಅಂತ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ. ನಾವು ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಸಿಂಪತಿ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅವ್ರದ್ದೇನಾದ್ರು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಮಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಇದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಎದುರಿಸೋದು, ಇಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಯಾಣಿಕರಿಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಮಾಡೋಂಥದ್ದು, ಇದರಿಂದ ಬಹುಶಃ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಖಂಡಿತ ಅವರ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಚಾರ ಕೂಡ ಗಮನಿಸ್ತದೆ. ನಾವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ತಿಳಿಸ್ತೇವೆ.
Since 3-4 years, 4 cases are pending. Since I assumed as minister, these issues came to my knowledge, and I told our commissioner to talk to Advocate General and to pursue and to clear the cases as early as possible. Yesterday night also they came to me. Last Thursday they came to me. Our commissioner met these leaders so many times. Once CM also called. On that day they have not come. They have boycotted. Now they have called for Band.
Now the government there in Karnataka firefighting after the call for Band was given, which has now been withdrawn after assurances coming in from the state government. But the BJP earlier joined the protesters and their demands, slamming the state government, saying that the scheme has triggered financial losses for private transporters while also affecting their livelihoods adversely.
After the introduction of this Shakti Yojana, the private bus operators, taxis, auto rickshaws have suffered huge financial losses. The government, while formulating this scheme, they should have given consideration even for their livelihood. But unfortunately, many of their pleas have went unheeded. Now they are forced to undergo a strike today in Bengaluru and various other places. Government must attend to their problem. While they collect huge amount of tax amount from them, they should also be given some relief for the losses they are being suffered.
Dr. Lakshmi Ashwin Gowda of the BJP is on the broadcast. Welcome, sir. And also, I'm now joined by George Kurian, who is a political analyst. Mr. Gowda, first of all, coming into the allegation, Mrs. Gowda, sorry, to the allegations that have been leveled by the Congress leaders, D.K. Shivkumar in particular, who says that you are trying to use this opportunity politically, and the initial call that was given for the Bandh was political.
Ma'am, actually it is other way around, ma'am. It is their lack of political will for the welfareistic and the progressive attitude. And when they have diverged, when they have channelized major chunk of the financial resources for their illogical, irrational and haphazard freebies, when they are left with very less resources for other welfareistic and other progressive and other developmental projects, now they have caused double jeopardy. On the one side, they have wiped out the livelihood of the taxi drivers, private bus associations and other auto rickshaw pullers. On the other side, they've also erased the economical resilience, economical space that has been provided for the developmental things. When they have utilized the major chunk of the financial resources for their freebies, they have lost the economic prudence. They have caused economic bankruptcy. In a way, they have caused double jeopardy to the Karnataka state. So this is the vision of the Karnataka Congress. This is the vision, and so is the vision of the INDIA bloc. And they're giving all sort of freebies just ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. And in a way, they are carrying the myopic vision about the people of Karnataka. They don't have any welfareistic thing, and they've done very less to the empowerment of the youth. They've done very less to the women empowerment. They have done very less to the farmers' progression, for farmers' empowerment. They have lost their sight completely on the freebies politics just ahead of the Lok Sabha elections, and it is condemnable.
Mr. Ramalinga Reddy, the accusation is that the Congress government has promised what the cash cannot deliver. Right, Mr. George Kurian, the allegation that is being leveled at the Congress government is that they have made promises without thinking them through, and now they don't have the resources to fulfill them, which is why the situation like as it is today.
A very good evening to your audience. Let me begin by saying that, this Shakti scheme was rolled out in June is looking at the larger interest of women and students who are in the state of Karnataka. They are being, given the privilege of, taking the bus rides in the government-run buses free of cost. Looking at the inflation, growing unemployment in the state and in the country post-2014 because of the government policies which has rolled out, making life miserable and difficult for a common man to survive. Having said that, the Congress government is committed for the larger interest of the state and its people. We all understand that this Bandh, which was called out, or whose behest has it been called out? I don't need to elaborate on this one at this point in time. Having said that, we also need to ensure that, make it a point that this is...
But the Chief Minister there said that the demands that are being made are impossible and cannot be fulfilled. When you say that you are worried about the people of the state and the cab drivers and other gig economy workers, people of the state who also might have voted for the Congress to come to power?
Well, Congress party doesn't differentiate or, want to, make any kind of a differentiation between the voters and non-voters in the state. Congress party is looking at the larger interest of the people of the state. And having said that, the demands were not reasonable or, viable for the Congress government led by the Transport Minister, Mr. Ramalinga Reddy, to commit to them as of right now. I'm happy that the association has called off the strike, which would
but if they were prompted by the BJP, if they were prompted by the BJP, why would they call off the strike? They would pursue with it, right?
Well, when the association or the transport private operators were given the permissions to, travel or make the travel services for the people of the state, there was no agreement by the state government that, they would in future, if there are any losses that they incur because of their, the government policies that comes out with time to time, that the government is liable for such. And so it's important for the state government, the Congress state-led government by Minister Siddaramaiah, to ensure the larger interest of the people of the state more than anybody else.
Okay. So, Dr. Lakshmi Gowda, the government has now realized where the problems are and they are negotiating. There is nothing that needs to be made an issue out of.
Ma'am, it is an issue. It is a lack of their political will for the people of Karnataka. They are only doing the freebies politics and some part of appeasement politics. What are they doing about the development of the very state? Now, Bangalore has ample opportunities for the development. It is being the IT hub in the entire world, being the startup capital, being the unicorn capital. What are they doing for the development of our Karnataka capital city, Karnataka? What are they doing for the manufacturing sector? What are they doing for the agricultural sector? When they've allocated very less amount of resources for these sectors, how will Karnataka see development in the near future? They have really wiped out the economic space which was available from the previous government. They've ensured for the previous government, from the previous government, for the development of the Karnataka state. They're doing very less about it. They're only paying the lip service about it, doing major part of the freebies politics. They've completely lost their sight. Well, where is the development happening in Karnataka? That is a question now.
Probably the debate right now is whether there has been a long-term vision or short-term steps that have been taken for the sake of political expediency that have landed the government in trouble in Karnataka. Thank you, ma'am and sir, for joining me on the debate. Time now for us to take